and achievements. Kindly stand up for the University Colgate.
जगदीश चंद्र बोस विश्वविद्यालय उच्च शिखर संस्थान है। हरियाणा के अंचल में परिवार की पहचान है। तकनीकी शिक्षा शुरू हुई जूनहत्तर में। भारत जर्मन परियोजना YMCA आदर्शन में। विज्ञापन भूषण सर्वश्रेष्ठ घोष है। अखंड प्रेरणा देते जगदीश चंद्र बोस है। सभी क्षेत्रों में ज्ञानार्जन करता लक्ष्य हमारा।
Please be seated. Global friendship and world peace is the need of the hour today. To promote these universal values, Matra Majte song has been written. To know more about it, may I request Professor Pradeep Dhimri to come on the stage and introduce the song.
Matrim Bhajata, a timeless composition by Paramacharya of Kachi, Sri Chandrasekhar Saraswati ji. It is inspired by the story of a Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. It was sung by Bharat Ratna Srimati M.S. Subbalakshmi ji on the 15th anniversary of UN at UN Assembly on 23rd October 1966. It says that cultivate friendship which will conquer all hearts, look upon others as thyself, renounce war, forsake unnecessary competition, give up aggression on others. The great Mother Earth yields all our desires. Our Lord is compassionate to all. Ye people of this world, restrain yourself, donate and be kind.
मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जयते। मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जयते। मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जयते। आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत। आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत। युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत। युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत। त्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणम्। त्यजत परेष्वक्रममाक्रमणम्। मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जयते। मैत्रीं भजत अखिलः जयते। जननी पृथ्वी कामनुभासे। सकल दयालु दाम्यत दाता दयाद्वं जनता दामत दाता दयाद्वं जनता श्रेयो भूया सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूया सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूया सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूया सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूया सकल जनानां.
Thank you so much, dear students, for this melodious start. A warm and heartfelt welcome to all our dignitaries. We express our gratitude by extending a floral welcome to you all. I would now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sushil Kumar Sir, to kindly present a sapling to Professor Tankeshwar Kumar Sir, Vice Chancellor, Central University, Haryana, and Chief Guest of the Day. Sir, please.
अभी देखते हैं मास्टर शॉट्स.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Sandeep Grover. Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Sandeep Grover, Dean of Institution, to welcome Mr. Kavaljeet Java, Chairman and Managing Director, Daikin Industries, and Guest of Honors of the Day.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Naveen Kumar from Delhi Technical University and Professor Vikram Singh, convener ISFT and STBP, to present a sapling to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sushil Kumar Thomas, sir. Sir, please. Thank you, sirs. May I now request Dean Colleges, Professor Tilak Raj and Dr. M. L. Agarwal, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, to present a sapling to Professor Naveen Kumar, sir. Sirs, please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Rajiv Saha, Organizing Secretary, ISFT, to welcome Mr. Professor Shrikant P. Dr. Rajiv Saha to welcome Mr. Lekchi Gadeli from USA.
Kadali, please. Jona good afternoon, sir.
हाँ जी.
Sir, gift from India. Thank you. I think you can rectify your mistake now.
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you. May I now request Dr. Renuka Gupta, Organizing Secretary, ISFT, to kindly welcome our guest, Professor Shrikant Janagada from South Africa. Sir, please.
आपका भिजवा देंगे, साउथ अफ्रीका भेज देंगे.
May I now request Dr. Rashmi Chawla Organizing Secretary, ISFT, to welcome Dr. Varuni from Thailand.
Wait. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now request Professor Manish Vashish, Chief Organizing Secretary, ISFT, and Professor Pradeep Dimri, Chairperson, Department of Electronics Engineering, to kindly welcome Shri Sukhdev Singh Ji, President MOB. Sir, please.
To begin with today's program, let's follow the tradition of our country where we remember and pray God before starting any good work. So I request our esteemed dignitaries to join us in the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, a symbol of knowledge and wisdom that illuminates our path in the pursuit of science and technology. All our dignitaries are requested for lamp lighting.
अरे चलो तो फिर ठीक है
शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ तू स्वर्ग की देवी है संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे तू स्वर्ग की देवी है संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे तेरी शरण में हमें प्यार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ मुनियों ने समझी है गुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी मुनियों ने समझी है गुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की वाणी हम भी तो समझे हम भी तो जाने हम भी तो समझे हम भी तो जाने विद्या का हमको भी अधिकार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ
Okay, this is also yes. Yeah, please. Namaste. Yeah, you can. Just take this lamp. Yeah, please. And yes. Okay. Yeah. Ritual. Yeah, you just hold this lamp and bring light to light. Oh, I see. Yeah. This is how the tradition is. Yes. They do very well. Right. And see, live them. Yeah, you can put it here, like the same thing like
Thank you, everyone. We wish and pray that with the lighting of this lamp, may darkness be replaced by light, ignorance by knowledge, and sorrow by happiness. May I now invite Professor Vikram Singh, convener of ISFT and STGT, to share insights and extend a warm welcome to everyone. So,
Thank you. Esteemed guests, distinguished delegates from India and outside India, my dearest alumni of this institute, now a university, respected fellow faculty members, fellow researchers, scholars, my students. A warm welcome to the grand inauguration of the 10th edition of International Symposium on Fusion of Science and Technology, ISFT-2024. At the university campus, as we stand for this academic extravaganza, our heart swells with pride and anticipation. This is the 10th edition of ISFT and second in the university. Earlier we have hosted 2020 edition also. The occasion is graced by our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Tankeshwar Kumarji, Vice Chancellor of Central University of Haryana, Mahendragarh. Welcome you, sir, to the dais. Our guest of honor, our own alumnus, Managing Director, Chairman and Managing Director of Daikin India Private Limited and Board Member of Daikin Industries. Our own Vice Chancellor, Professor Sushil Kumar Tomarji, Mob President Sukhdevji, and other alumni faculty members present here, keynote speakers, foreign delegates from different countries, my Indian participants, media representatives, my students. Your presence has added a layer of eminence to this fabric of his symposium. ISFT is not merely a conference. If you are able to see the list of the keynote speakers and the delegates, those who are participating, deliberating over next 2 days here in the conference, it's a confluence of brilliant minds across the globe, sharing diverse perspective, their intellectual expertise over a period of next 2 days, where the technical sessions, poster session, plenary sessions are being planned. In total, there are 15 sessions are planned, 10 technical session, 1 poster session, and 4 plenary sessions. We have approximately 300 participants, those who will be participating, delivering their papers. They are the first speakers I am talking of. There are total of more than 220 papers we have received from the Indian delegates and 30 people are from the outside India. In India itself, if we talk of the diversity that is being present here and will be coming in next 2 days, we have 21 states that are representing in this conference out of 26 as of now. And 8 countries are representing here. In true sense, we believe now these 2 days will result in a dynamic exchange of ideas, sharing their groundbreaking research and setting a tone for the trajectory of science and technology in the future. Symposium, if you know, I have already shared, it's a 10th edition of this. It's a journey continuing. The next conference is to be organized. Is the team of Thailand, Rajamangala University is here with 10 delegates. The next conference, the next edition, 2026 edition is being planned there. ISFT, it will give you a reason to be here. It will give you a platform to collaborate with people from the diverse backgrounds. Each paper presented here or each discussion held here will contribute into ever-evolving landscape of science and technology towards excellence. We have excellence agenda for next 2 days. As we embark this intellectual journey of science and technology to the path of knowledge, we extend a hearty welcome on the behalf of JC Bose University of Science and Technology, Faridabad, Haryana. We are state university set up in the Delhi NCR region. It's just 40 kilometers from Delhi airport, and it is industrial town of this region. And since its inception of the university, it is contributing to the development of this entire Delhi NCR region. At present, approximately 10,000 alumni are registered on the portal out of 17,000 alumni, those who have participated or those who have passed out from this institution. It's a big legacy of people. It started as a German institution way back in 1969, and since it has grown from a post diploma institution to a engineering institution to a university, now a affiliating university. And people, those who are representing the alumni association of the university, and they are into diverse field. Mr. Java is one of the representative that is here. Mr. Sukhdev Singh, lot of many alumni, those who are done excellence in their own areas, are brand ambassador of this great institution which is into setting up. Now, on the behalf of the University Alumni Association, I like to thank each one of you to be present here, and not to forget the sponsors of this conference. Most of the sponsors, those who are may not be here, I like to thank for contributing. Daikin India, MOB itself, Alumni Association is always a sponsor for us. They are a contributor to each and every activity that we are in the financial or non-financial form. They are contributing in each and every activity. They are backbone of this institution. I like to thank each one of alumni, those who are present here, and on behalf of the university, those who are not here. MV Electrosystem, those who are supporting us in this conference, Delhi Bookstore, Narendra Bookstore, all these are sponsors along with our partner institution, Gurugram University and Shri Vishkarma Skill University, and Greater Noida Institute of Technology. They are our partner institution other than the foreign institution. I like to thank each one of us to make this activity, to make this conference. Let's deliberate for next 2 days. Welcome to ISFT 2024. Thank you.
वाईफाई दिया नहीं है मेरा ही चल रहा है ना
Thank you, sir. Let's now hear from Professor Naveen Kumar, mentor of ISFT and STBP, as he enlightens us about the symposium and its objectives.
ऑन है
Distinguished guests present in the auditorium, members of the faculty, the alumni of this great institution, dear students from this institution and other institutions, large number of scholars who have come from different part of India and also from abroad, which are going hand in hand, adapted in such a way that it is going to help the humankind. So I believe as a mentor of this workshop that this workshop shall be in a position to give insights which eventually shall be beneficial for a country which is aiming Viksit Bharat by 2047, and also for those countries which are trying to have technologies which can make their country sustainable. And I would like to add at this moment of time with pride, Professor Vikram Singh has already said that we have representation from 8 countries. But I would like to add that we have representation from 5 continents as of now. So in this hall we have representation from 5 continents: South America, North America, Europe, Africa, and of course Asia. Only Australia is being left. So it is a matter of a pride for organizing committee, and we have very luminaries over here who have come all the way from their countries, despite Middle East crisis, despite pandemic crisis, to grace this occasion. So I can request all of you to have a big round of applause to our keynote speakers. So I will request everyone to be here to listen to the words of wisdom of our keynote speaker, and surely they are going to enlighten their mind, the young minds. And with these words, all I can say that this workshop and the conference is able to meet its objective. And let us not differentiate, because the theme is fusion. When we talk about fusion, we are just having a synergy of engineering, science, and technology. You see, we cannot take science in isolation, we cannot take engineering in isolation. So it is a collective effort of synergetic partnership between engineering, science, and technology, and anything which enriches our knowledge. It is technology or science. All I can say at this moment of time. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for the patient hearing, and let us see the wonderful sessions which are going to take place in times to come. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you, Naveen sir, for providing an insight of this program. We are confident that these 2 days will be a great learning experience for everyone. We are privileged to have among us Dr. Varni from Rajamangla University of Technology, Suvarnabhumi, Thailand. Ma'am is holding the position of RDI Director at Rajamangla University of Technology, Thailand. She also received her bachelor's and master's degree in electrical engineering from this university. Her research areas include application of path controllers in transmission. Ma'am, kindly address the panel. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Thailand, I'm Varuni Sisongkham. Now I am Director of Research and Development Institute of Rajamangala University of Technology, Suvarnabhumi in Thailand. First of all, I would like to say thank you everyone, organizers, teamwork in the ISFT 2024, especially Professor Dr. Naveen Kumar and our director at JC Broad University in here. There's can help and take care of me from Thailand to India, and we feel welcome, welcome very so much for all of you. For ISFT 2024 is 10. I be glad to see this conference is grow up and have a lot of increased committee members. I remember the first ISFT was organized as Korea. I have been to join there. It's a great memory. I would like to know who are estimates this ISFT to University from Thailand, Mr. Napat Vatanatepin, who are SMS ISFT. Another one is Professor Chung from Kan and Gyeongsang National University from Korea. He is SMS in the first time. For me, is the first time to India. And exciting and so amazing everything in Korea. I would like to learning about India cultural as well. I'll move on to talk about the evolution technology preparation for Thailand in the 25th year in Thailand. As you know, the world have changes subtly, especially the technology digital. That's involved many problems on our earth. Has involved the COVID-19 situation. That situation has many people die. That's this situation. We thought we choose crop to against this situation like this by use technology and have a new idea to protect that suddenly. For in Thailand has the policy all organized and all sector, both public and private, to change technology, manage to organize and or operate industry to solve many problems together. And for industry take the deep technology to increase the machine and have the high technology for research to problem in the industry. Would like to be the smart industry and smart organization. For education in Thailand, have study goal to improve and increase the practice knowledge all the human resource, especially student, lecturer, and technical in industry, to be the smart generation one, to be the create innovation, to solve problems on the earth, and create a technology to be the startup and entrepreneur. I would like to see the student can make no new innovation to solve problems on the earth. So finally, I would like to you visit in Thailand, and we are all ready to handle the ISFT 2026 in the next time. We would like to have this organized under the 9 university, under the Rajamongkol network as well in Thailand. Welcome to everyone to Thailand. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for detailing. So, next we have Mr. Lekche Kadeli from the United States Environment Protection Agency among us. He is Associate Chief Financial Officer in the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. He has 33 years of experience in research at both national and international level. He served as the Acting Assistant Administrator for the Office of Research and Development for over 3 years during President Obama's administration. Mr. Kadeli, we look forward to your valuable remarks.
वो ले भी नहीं
Thank
पाएंगे
you
ना
very
क्योंकि
much
एक्चुअली
for
मेरे
that
पास
kind introduction. Good morning.
जो सेकेंडरी फोन दिया था वो आप ही के पास है
I will extend my welcome also to all of you being part of this wonderful conference or set of conferences. What a delight. I must say, conferences I generally attend
कनेक्ट करना पिक्सल
get to business very
वाईफाई
quickly,
कनेक्ट करना दोबारा से
and we don't take the opportunity to share in the richness of a culture and a society and a people. So thank you very much for having this,
पासवर्ड बताओ इसको
these ceremonies be a part. Professor Kumar, I'll say more about you later, but thank you for your kindness in inviting me here. I was reflecting on the agenda, and I'll share with you, in the U.S. Congress, in the House of Representatives, there is a Committee on Science, and their hearing room is a large room like this. And there are two quotes that sit behind the chairman or chairwoman, depending on who's serving at the time, of the committee. And one of the quotes that I comes to mind is from Alfred Tennyson. And I won't remember it exactly, but it goes something like this. For I dipped into the future as far as human eye could see, the wonders of what the world will be. And I think that captures the spirit of what this conference is about. We don't just look at today, but we're looking at tomorrow and the days after tomorrow to see what we can envision and what is possible to create. In looking at the agenda, there are a number of things that came to mind which I think point to the necessary conditions for success into the future. Multidisciplinary consciousness and approaches. Looking at the different topics. It's almost eclectic in some ways, very traditional in other ways. But when you start to put the pieces together, you see the various disciplines that need to come into play to ensure that there's success over the long term. The agenda reflects clearly a collaborative spirit, a recognition that collaboration is a key to bring in diversity of thought, working together to ultimately get to the solutions that are necessary to address the challenges and the problems that our societies face, not just locally, but nationally and internationally. There is a sense of community. I've had the honor in the brief time that I've been here of talking to professors from Iran, from here locally, from those from my own country in the US who are immigrants like I am to the United States, coming together, as Dr. Kumar reflected, from 5 different continents. And what a wonderful sense of community that's reflected in those of you that are here. And then lastly, clearly there's an energy and a deep commitment to making progress to address these challenges over the long term. And it's going to be necessary. As we'll hear over and over again, progress has been made, but progress needs to be made, and needs to be made with the necessary energy and attention and commitment. So I offer my well wishes for a successful conference. I offer my well wishes to all of the speakers, and I look forward to hearing and growing in wisdom. There is a gentleman who was, I would say, I would call him a philosopher, but a very folksy philosopher who is from Oklahoma, and we have at least one professor I met who studied in Oklahoma, in Norman. The airport is named after him, Will Rogers. And one of the things he says about how a person can become wise, so you can read good books. You can learn from experience, and I won't share the example he used, but it had to do with an electrified fence. You can look that up on your own time. And the third thing he said, which is the best way to grow in wisdom, is to associate yourself with other people who are wise and who are smart. So I'm looking forward to growing in wisdom and knowledge during this time as I associate myself with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind and learned words. Joining us next is Professor Srikant P. Jonalagada from the University of KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. Sir is a senior professor and head of department at School of Chemistry at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, Durban, South Africa. Sir received his MSc and PhD in chemistry from Vikram University, Ujjain, India. His areas of interest include material science, heterogeneous catalysis, etc. Sir, kindly address the gathering.
All the dignitaries attending this conference, all the overseas visitors and Indian delegates and Indian participants. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Actually, the second time I'm on this campus, and actually this is the 4th round of participating in ISP. I see, first time I attended the conference at Durban University of Delhi Technological University, where Professor Naveen Kumar organized. It was really, I'm quite impressed with the way it is organized, the interaction with the various people. And that was a good experience, and since then, I have been, this is my 4th visit for this one. And to start about this conference, when we talk about sustainability, particularly the climate change aspect, what is sustainability? It's a very crucial issue and very simple thing, Sustainability is the thing, what we got from our parents, we can pass on to our children. That is quite good, If you can do better, that's well and good. But you leave your children in debt, and then they have to pay the parents' debt, that's wrong. That's what is happening these days. Climate change is bringing the next generation of the people to suffer for the mistakes of this generation. That is what we have to be correcting, and we should do this thing, right things, whereby the future generations will at least get the same quality of life what we are enjoying, and definitely, for our sake, they should not suffer. That is sustainability. And when it comes to the fusion of the science, technology, and industry, actually, these 3 are the really pillars of the society. Actually, each one contributes to the development of the society. That means, like when you start from the basic science, without the basic science, you never will have the understanding of what it happens, and then advanced science, how you can look at the science in solving a problem, Then comes the technology, how you apply the understanding of that advanced science, towards making it a viable option, and the industry comes to market and produce the service to the community. That means, industry has got a great role to support and entertain the science and technology, whereby the fruits of the efforts can be delivered to the community. That means society, what I mean. And all this work can happen only you have the, you see, like it was said before, when we started our elementary education, we are taught only science. There is nothing there, difference, The same happens, as you do the research, and when you come up, no single person can do any research. All the people collaborative research, where you have the biologists or the scientists or engineers and everybody put together, then only they can solve a problem and deliver a viable solution to the thing which can be used. You see, the thing if you say you provide a battery which is 10 tons, then nobody will buy that, You have to find a battery which can fit into your car and you can use the technology. That means technology has to be made practical and usable. Common man, he won't understand anything. Like we ourselves are common people. And take example, when our car stops, the best what we know is, to open the bonnet and look into the engine very seriously. And nothing more than we can do, we have to find a technician to come and solve the problem. And the same thing, technology has to be made easier and whereby it can be accessible to the community. That is the whole purpose of the interaction of the different background people, and look at how they look at the problem and how these people look at how can we solve the problem more efficient. You see, sometimes I give an example, if you need a problem to be solved, you need a plumber and an electrician. By bringing 10 electricians only won't solve the problem, or 10 plumbers bringing them, it won't solve the problem. You have to bring together an electrician and a plumber, then only it will solve the problem. This is where we have to get the best job done, and it can be possible only through collaboration. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and I hope we'll enjoy all this participation in this conference and learn something out of it from the others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for this knowledgeable lecture. We are honored to have among us the Vice Chancellor of J.C. Bose University of Science and Technology, Bangalore, Professor Sushil Kumar Tomar, sir. Professor Tomar is an academician, researcher, educational administrator, and a mathematician. The career of Professor Tomar as an academician and researcher spans across 34 years. He brings with himself a rich mixture of professional expertise and administrative experience. Sir has been elected Vice President of All India Association of Vice Chancellors and Academicians, New Delhi, for the period of 2020 to 2025. In order to synthesize science education among the children and to all other sections of the society, he initiated Chandigarh Vigyan Parishad in the year 2016, which is a part of Vigyan Bharati at national level. Sir is a widely traveled person and has visited several countries under research collaborations. Sir, may I kindly request you to address the audience.
Good morning, everybody present here. It's a great honor to have the opportunity to say few words before starting this symposium. First of all, on behalf of all members of J.C. Bose University, I would like to express our great pleasure in welcoming all of you and in hosting the 10th edition of International Symposium on Fusion of Science and Technology, ISFT-2024, and International Workshop on Sustainable Technologies for a Better Planet, Challenges and Our Preparedness for 2050 at Faridabad. At the outset, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Professor Tankeshwar Kumarji, Vice Chancellor of Central University of Haryana, Mahendragarh, and Chief Guest of this inaugural session. Professor Tankeshwarji holds over 35 years of rich experience in teaching, research, and educational administration. He is a fellow of International Academy of Physical Sciences and a recipient of many prestigious awards, including a Radha Krishnan Education Excellence Award, Indian Icon Award, Education Leadership Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, Vidyasagar Award, and Vijayashri Award for his high scholastic research work and contribution in the field of education. He has served as the first UGC Professor of India under Faculty Recharge Program, and also been a member of UGC NAT team and member of National Academy of Sciences, India. Professor Tankeshwar has enjoyed a unique distinction of serving 5 prominent educational institutions of the region on the key positions of Vice Chancellors and Director, including Central University, Haryana, Mahendragarh, Guru Jambeshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar, Chaudhry Bansilal University, Bhiwani, and D. Kras means Deen Bandhu Chotu Ram University of Science and Technology, Murthal, and Punjab University, Chandigarh. He has served for the cause of education during a career spanning over 35 years and distinguished alumnus of my parent organization, Punjab University, Chandigarh. I always feel glad whenever I meet him. He has always been a source of encouragement and support in all our endeavors. Under his humble support and guidance, this university has also executed and accelerated its academic and development plans. I extend a very warm welcome to you on behalf of this university. We are also delighted to have the gracious presence of our guest of honor and our distinguished alumnus, Mr. Kamaljit Java, CEO and Managing Director of Daikin India. Mr. Java stands as a seasoned luminary in the air conditioning industry, boasting his illustrious career spanning nearly 4 decades. Over the course of his career, he has held various senior management positions in the field of general management with highly reputed Indian and multinational air conditioning companies like Carrier, Voltas, Uniflare, and Daikin. In June 2018, Mr. Java was appointed as the first Indian director on the board of Daikin Industries Limited, Japan. During his stewardship at Daikin India since 2010, Mr. Java adeptly guided the company through volatile economic climates, achieving a remarkable turnover of Indian rupees 5,200 crores. This success was facilitated by leveraging 2 manufacturing facilities and a state-of-the-art research and development center. Daikin India, under his strategic guidance, has not only entrenched itself in the Indian market, but has also expanded its footprint across Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, South Africa, and East Africa. We are honored to have Ms. Java as a distinguished alumnus of our institution. His success story is a beacon of inspiration, reminding us all of the boundless possibilities that education and determination can unlock. We are indeed thankful to you that despite very busy schedule, you have taken time out to be with us. I extend a very warm welcome to you on behalf of the university and all of us present here today. ISFT was started in the year 2011 and 9 conferences have so far been organized. This conference is unique in nature due to deliberations on latest development on the fusion of science and technology with update of on knowledge and skill of all scholars, academicians and technocrats. I would like to mention here that we were talking about till today like STEM. That means science, engineering, technology and mathematics. But now it has gone to beyond this as STEAM. Arts has also been included because without having the philosophy in the whole science and technology and what we are doing and the human values and that too universal human values, I think the world cannot go ahead and the harmony cannot be intacted. So therefore, the STEAM is more recent term which has been coined recently by the Indian academies, and it is very good and we should welcome it. We are fortunate to host this mega academic event in the Future Smart City at a magnanimous level. Faridabad is a major industrial hub of the state and one of the satellite cities of national capital Delhi. The city, famous for agricultural sector, has become the main manufacturing hub for motorcycles, refrigerators, switch gears, shoes and tire industries. The industrial city enjoys geographical and infrastructural advantages and has the merit of proximity to Delhi, as well as the NCR cities of Greater Noida and Gurugram. The city has been selected as one of the 100 Indian cities to be developed as a smart city under Government of India's flagship Smart Cities mission. The university's roots trace back to 1969 as the YMCA Institute of Engineering, initiated as a Indo-German project in collaboration with the state government, the then Punjab, and the National Council of YMCAs of India, with support from overseas agencies of West Germany, which was aimed to revolutionize technical education in India, drawing inspiration from the German model and focusing on producing highly practical oriented professionals tailored to meet the specific technical manpower needs of the industries. The university has a strong legacy of providing employment to its graduates and holds recognition from various agencies such as University Grants Commission India, All India Council of Technical Education and NAC, NBA and NIRF. Its distinguished alumni are leaders in industry and the corporate world, contributing significantly to the techno-economic growth of the nation. The alumni of this institute have also given new dimension to the industrial development of Faridabad city with their entrepreneurship. Thus, this institute has played an important role in the industrial development at Faridabad. I feel happy to share that the institution has completed over 54 years of its existence last year. This conference is a wonderful addition to our academic calendar of activities. Recognizing the institution's growth and contributions, the state government renamed it after the eminent scientist Jagdish Chandra Bose in 2018, making a significant milestone in its evolution. As we know that Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose was a pioneer of not only physics but of plant biology, and he was the father of biophysics. We are proud to have his name associated with our university. Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose was a firm believer that scientific knowledge needs to be shared, as only through this means the knowledge can grow and expand. We could have made millions by simply patenting his innovations, but more importantly for him was to spread knowledge. He was against any commercialization of science, which was gathering momentum in those days. See, basically the benefit of these conferences is something like, if I have an apple, you have an apple. If I exchange, you will have an apple, I will also have an apple. But in the conferences, we exchange the ideas. If you have an idea, I have an idea. If I exchange these two ideas, then each one of us will have two ideas. So that's why the conferences are important for the development of science and technology. Just I think many of you are well aware about Sir J.C. Bose. He was the first Indian scientist, which I can say, who did multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary work. Can you think today, in the system where we have strong boundaries between sciences and the technology and engineering, Professor Naveen Kumar pointed out rightly that there should not be no boundaries. Rather, there should be an interaction between the scientific community, engineering, and the technocrats. So Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose was the person who first demonstrated the science behind capturing radio waves. But he is not well known as Marconi. This is because he never patented his work. In our contemporary era, where the pace of scientific and technological advancement is unprecedented, it becomes imperative to acknowledge the crucial role that patenting plays in safeguarding intellectual property. Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji eloquently addressed this issue during the 107th session of the Indian Science Congress in 2020, which was held at Bengaluru. His profound words resonated as he urged the young scientists of India to innovate, patent, produce, and prosper. This succinct mantra encapsulates a strategic pathway towards not just scientific achievement but also national development. The call from our Prime Minister yielded tangible results evident in the remarkable achievement of the Indian Patent Office in the fiscal year 2023-24. A staggering 41,010 patents were granted, making a historic milestone in India's journey towards becoming an innovation-driven knowledge economy. This accomplishment not only speaks to the vibrancy of our scientific community but also underscores the nation's commitment to fostering a culture of innovation and protecting the fruits of intellectual labor. We at J.C. Bose University have also continued to pursue the 3 I's, which in recent years have become common concern of prestigious universities around the world: innovation, internationalization, and interdisciplinary research. And our main focus is to bring more innovation in its system to become a global leader of higher education and in the research and development. We are in the process of developing a mechanism in our university so that we could able to contribute towards serious problems of the city, which is mainly the environmental and water pollution. As we know that the research and innovations are becoming more and more central in our society, and it is directly associated with sustainable economic and social development. Professor Shrikant just pointed out that it is our duty to leave the environment safe for the coming generation. So this is actually the sustainability, and we must take care of it. And the theme of the symposium which has been chosen is rightly chosen at right time. So the educational institutions have increasingly assumed a relevant role in this regard, and the conferences of such kind are required for researchers, technocrats and academicians to discuss interdisciplinary research and practices in their related field and to provide smart solutions for the sustainable development. I hope that at the end of the conference, we will be able to answer one fundamental question: how do we make sure the development in a sustainable way with the use of smart technologies and ensuring growth for all, and at the same time protecting future generations' ability to do the same. I am also looking forward to the discussions on sustainable development, green growth, climate change, and other important things, along with the new technological developments around the world during the conference. Since the conference is being organized in association with Society of Fusion of Science and Technology, Delhi, and partnership with other premier institutions such as Gurugram University, Gurugram, and Shri Vishwakarma Skill University, Dudhola. Therefore, it is fortunate for us to have renowned galaxy of national and international speakers who have the expertise to create superlative knowledge bank for this event. I am sure that the conference would motivate the participant to initiate and to introduce new research activities for the future technological world. The takeaway for all participants will be a long-lasting initiative to collaborate research in their pertinent and interdisciplinary areas. I also take this opportunity to extend my warm welcome to the resource persons and delegates registered for the conference and are present in this conference. I'm sure that all of you will enjoy the conference, and I wish our visitors from abroad will have a very comfortable and pleasant stay in our city. We look forward to your wholehearted support and participation to make this conference a memorable event for each one of us. Thank you, each one of you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. It's always pleasure to hear from you. We are honored to have Mr. Kanwaljit Java, Chairman and Managing Director of Daikin Air Conditioning India Private Limited among us. Beyond his current, as VC sir has already said, beyond his current position at Daikin, Mr. Java has held distinguished role at renowned companies like Carrier Aircon, Voltas Limited and Uniflare India. Daikin's mission is dedicated to meeting the future air needs of society while actively contributing to the reduction of society's carbon footprint. Aligned with its environment vision for 2050, in the fiscal year 2022, the company successfully reduced emissions by 14%, facilitated by the expanded sales of environment-friendly products utilizing inverter technology and refrigerants with low global warming potential. May I now request Mr. Kanwaljit Java, an alumnus of our institution, to deliver his address.
Namaskar, good morning, Sat Sri Akal, and warm greetings. I would also like to add my word of warm welcome to the various international delegates, also many professors, many seniors, many colleagues, and young alumni. Thank you for the gracious introduction. Well, my association with this institution goes back to 1977, so whenever I come back, it gives me a nostalgic feeling. So thank you, Mr. Vikram Singh, for inviting me for this occasion. I've been part of 2008 symposium, then again I came in 2017-18 when the name was changed. So many things takes me to the memory lane of my old history, and sometimes it really becomes difficult to speak. So when I saw the agenda, I saw professors from US, professors from America, professors from Thailand. I said, oh, what am I going to do? I am neither a teacher nor a preacher. And what is that I should talk? But I think you made my job easy, because at the end, we in the corporate have a very strong philosophy that, skill, scale, sustainability, and what do we leave for our children. Everyone talked about, the same message, which is that, we need to take care of environment, we need to take care of our future. We can't be leaving this kind of an AQI. We can't be growing on technology and on the cost of human needs. I think countries like China have done that. And they have already started facing the heat now. Because earlier we used to talk about China plus one model, and now we talk about new India. So whenever, few days back actually, Sukhdev Singh called me again on one of the centenary of Faridabad Industrial Association. And when I was called, I was asked to speak on that, how to bring investments in India, and also what is the country's situation in the world. And I think I shared that with those people, that the country is standing at a different platform. And we would not like to be in that situation where historians should blame us, oh, we grew, but what the hell did we create? Did we replicate what China did? Or even advanced countries like US and all, maybe in the anxiety of overgrowing, we have ignored some of the simple factors. So first and foremost, I think warm regards to all the dignitaries who have spoken, my professors, my vice chancellors, my colleagues. But I think it is very, very deserving for Professor Verma to be, Professor, I'm forgetting your name, but Naveen
Kumar.
I think, Naveen. So, I think the kind of enthusiasm or energy which you displayed and the way you tried to talk about the objective, I'd like to congratulate you and your team for organizing this symposium. So this is the need of hour. If you open even today's Economic Times also, I think it talks about the sustainability. We recently concluded COP28. The Prime Minister of India is talking about the new pledge. The country is talking, the companies are talking, and in this environment, companies can't afford to be not having technologies, innovation, the latest mergers. I think the theme of sustainability is very important, not just for educational and research purpose, but also for corporate entities. These days, even advanced countries where I come from, Japan actually universities, students don't like to join the company which is only looking at the dollar taxes. They actually go. Recently, I had almost about 10 students from Ito University, and their main interest of joining Daikin was because Daikin is a company which actually has their own technology and innovation center, and professors particularly should see it on the net, because these days connectivity has shortened distances. And this technology innovation center, we have 800 professors from all over the world, the top of the top. We also have about 24 people from India working there, and 24 hours they work day in and day out. This is a green building, this is a complete recaptive generating plant, and 800 engineers, they sleep, they eat, they drink, and they keep doing innovation on the latest technology. Since I've been asked to talk on this subject, as part of Daikin Group, the organization which I represent here, we follow a global principle and policy on sustainability through innovation and technology. We pursue our management aim at new value creation to contribute to solutions to social use and sustainable growth through through its businesses. Regarding the top priority theme of environment, we have established and declared our annual group policy only on the 1st of January this month, based on analysis of the risks and opportunity in terms of future strategic management plans. As per Daikin Environment Vision 2050, we will reduce the greenhouse gas emission generated throughout the entire life cycle of our products. Furthermore, we are committed to creating solutions that link society and our customers as we work with stakeholders to reduce greenhouse gases to net zero. And here we are working with academia, we are working with the topmost institutes of the world and also our scientists. We are using the technology, IoT and AI to open innovation attempts. In India, also in Hyderabad, we have opened a center which is our global R&D center, where 200 engineers are working day in and day out on primarily integration of the processes, systems and the technology of the world. Although the main mother center is in Japan, but we work very closely with them to cater to the rest of the globe, because in India we have the talent which can actually work, particularly on the technology side, faster than the fastest. Carbon neutrality initiative for the futures are essential to grow and develop the companies. Companies that cannot meet tightening regulations will face a huge profit loss and due to carbon tax and purchase of carbon credits. So furthermore, I think some companies are expected to withdraw from the markets if they are not able to work on the latest technologies and latest innovations and latest trends. At Daikin, we also provide new values that make people and space healthier, more comfortable for our future generations, while at the same time reducing the environment impact through value creation on save the earth, save the cities, and save our future generations. We are mitigating the global warming impact through promoting use of low global warming HFC-32 recovery and reclamation of refrigerants, which were having high global warming potentials. And there again, we have issued 269 patents across the globe free on the R32 refrigerant. Daikin sold over 42 million air conditioners in more than 130 countries around the globe, and I must tell you that India took the lead. Perhaps Europe and US were behind, and after Japan, the first launch in India, we did it. And today, that HFC-32 refrigerant, which we launched in India in 2013, has actually become a national refrigerant, and more than 90% of our air conditioning companies are using that refrigerant. There are only few who are using R290, but yes, now the earlier refrigerant, which was high global warming refrigerant, has been eliminated or stopped. The contribution of inverter air conditioning in India are now close to 80%, which was in 2010, 2011, 100% were non-inverters. Also the VRV technologies. So in addition to our decarbonization theme, we are promoting the use of heat pumps now, because again, we have seen that, the turbulence in the US, also the energy crisis in the Europe, and we are now trying to cater to the Europe energy conservation schemes by promoting the heat pumps, by making it in India and exporting it to Europe. Also, our aim by 2030 is that achieve 50% non-fossil fuel energy by 2030, create additional carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of CO2 through additional forest and tree cover by 2030, position energy saving measures to climate change measures. As India, we are committed to be a net zero country by 2070. However, Daikin Global has committed to be a net zero company by 2050. That has been declared to the over 200,000 shareholders in our annual global policy, which I talked about. And I think recently concluded COP28, we also supported global cooling pledge as per the below statement. That as a leading global #1 company with the global operations, We have led the industry in promoting the use of high efficiency inverter air conditioners, low GWP refrigerant in cooperation and international organizations and other countries. These efforts are in line with the direction of Global Cooling Pledge. I think whatever I have heard, I will not be able to say everything, but few of the points I would like to conclude from this, that on developing sustainable technology for better planet. The awareness is the most important thing, and I'm very happy that my institute has taken that initiative. And when I saw the COP28, the industry leaders globally, and when I today saw, because we also have a fairly large presence in Thailand. Before India, actually, we were under Daikin Thailand, and the Asia Pacific operation was being catered. So when the madam started from Rajmangala University about the environment concerns, I think these countries, maybe in Asia, some countries are ahead of us, whether it's Singapore or Thailand, or because they are advanced. But I think the top COP28 outcome to get an agreement on tripping the renewable energy addition is a massive boost to these efforts. And in that, our Prime Minister in India has taken a lead, and we are 7 years ahead on sustainability targets, primarily because here we have the best professors, best scientists, and at the same time best engineers who are working with a collaborative effort, which is what I think also was talked about that. We are hungry in India, and therefore we are working ahead of the time. I fully agree that technology will play a very, very important role in dealing with this climate change. Innovation at the technology and market level is also key requirement for sustainability. There are three key developments that are needed to prepare for achieving the goals together. More R&D by companies and more awareness forums through these kind of symposiums, which I have seen should be created, along with the industry participation. I think skill development of workforce for new technologies across the value chain, and once again, the consumer education. Many of us, we also tried to make an initiative, in 2017, 18. Actually, maybe 2017, 18, we launched the air purifier, but when COVID came, actually, that is the time when Japanese companies became very aggressive as part of their CSR initiative to protect people, to protect the environment. That business was enhanced, and in fact, a lot of oxygen generators and air purifiers were sent to hospitals and various other institutes, some kind of awareness which we created. But I think we need support from these kinds of symposiums. From an industry side, this is a requirement. So this kind of conference, therefore, is a great initiative, which again I would like to compliment the team, organizing team, which will further enhance awareness amongst the various stakeholders. I wish the conference a great success on achieving their objectives, what they have laid down. And I am committed and confident that, with more and more conferences like this, India will definitely take a lead, and wish you all the best and success for this conference, and also Happy New Year. This is the right time to start taking this initiative. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Avasar, for your wishes. Daikin's contribution to sustainability is indeed commendable. We are honored to have among us Professor Tankeshwar Kumar Sir, Vice Chancellor, Central University, Mahendragarh, Haryana, as the chief guest of the day. Professor Tankeshwar has 35 years of rich experience, which includes teaching, research, and educational administration. Sir has been associated with various social organizations like Bharat Vikas Parisad, Shikshan Mandal, Vigyan Bharati, Seva Bharati, and many more. The diversified journey of Tankeshwar Sir is an inspiration to many. May now request Sir to kindly address the gathering.
first of all, I congratulate J.C. Bose University for organizing such a conference. It's an international conference, and the topic which this conference is going to cover, the fusion of science and technology and sustainable technology for better planet, are very much needed at the present time. And when we talk about that there should be industry academy interaction, then the first university which come into mind is the J.C. Bose University, which has a very strong alumni and a strong interaction with the industry. So I congratulate all the Vice Chancellor and the J.C. Bose University having set up such a trend. And this conference is itself, as we had listened to our, I say the alumni of this university, Kamaljeet Jawaji, who is MD of Deccan India Limited, it's just wonderful that we are having, such industries who are sponsoring, who are helping this university. And under this, we are holding this conference. And if I look at the conference theme, look at science, fusion of science and technology. This, these two words, these cannot be separated. As I see that your Vice Chancellor, Professor Toma, has said that arts has to be included in it. Right? That is, finally it's coming up. Finally it's coming up. And we are talking to the few days back to the management people, what the management people have to do differently now, because this country is going towards, as I said, this Viksit Bharat. We are talking about 2047, that this country should be 12. How the management people should be different now. What should be their role? Their role should be like that, when they go to the industry, their role should not be just the management. Their role should be the futuristic. They should have the vision that how this industry will grow after 10 or 20 years. That means they have to develop the mechanism of the innovation. Right? Even the management people have to think that they have to go for the industry should go for the innovation. So the innovations, as I said, it has to be very, very important for any country or any industry to grow. Right? When we talk about the innovations can come only through when we go to the bottom of the things. What I mean is we have to really go for a good science. Only then we can really go to the technology. I remember, I am from physics, but this our 1959 Richard Feynman said, there is plenty at the bottom. There is plenty at the bottom. That is being realized now. This because we started working at the level where we talk about the nanotechnology. We have the other things, even quantum computing and things like that you are talking about, right? So what is the mean is that the science, if I look at the technology or the engineering, has become closer to the science. Day by day, it's coming very closer. We are able to manage the engineering at the atomic level. We are able to manage the engineering level because there was a time we hardly used to use the word engineering in our scientific research paper. Now we talk about, let's say small engineering, we talk about the tuning of the material. Material we tune and engineer the materials, right? So that you can have the different quality of the I will say the properties of the material by tuning the material. So that means you are able to work at very micro level or nano level so that you can have the different. That's why you are having now various things which are maybe in your hand, maybe you have the foldable the mobiles or the foldable screen or whatever you think of. All these things are happening because our engineering is becoming very close to the micro level and more to the let's say, I would say, the atomic level. So that's why we look at this. The fusion is obvious. The fusion is obvious, but I am very sorry to say that, but our engineering institute, maybe in India, we are removing science from the engineering disciplines. Our slavery this is not being encouraged, right? So there I will say it is not in the taste of this, but we have to really see that if we are here debating on this topic, the fusion of science and technology, we should also see that our technologists also understand the better science, right? We are, as you said, this is not just the combining few sciences, but it's a many sciences. We are working, for example, the printing of body parts. Printing of body parts. We talk about the 3D printers. 3D printer will print the heart, print the walls, and print the lungs. And all these things, how it can be possible unless until we have the fusion of all the things. Right? That's without science, and I will say without bio or without engineering from mechanical, without the other science will not be possible, right? So you have to have all the people together, all the people, that's what we talk about, talking about the multidisciplinary. It's just not the interdisciplinary. Interdisciplinary still result in one thing, but the multidisciplinary person has to have, either there should be one person with having the multiple degrees, or there should be multiple person with the different degrees. So if one brain have all the knowledge, then it can be different. So that's why we have in this our national education policy, we talk about even the multidisciplinary education. So this science and fusion of science and technology is an obvious, and it is growing. It is growing. I said the technology is being performed at a very basic level. So we can just see that how things will be different for our new technologies or new engineers which are going to come, and the innovations are required. Innovation is not that we have now this material, this is enough. No, innovations are required. Now our UN has set let's say sustainable development goals. There are 17 sustainable development goals are there, right? One of them may be the good quality education, but all the 17 goals are relevant to all of us. I just visiting one country, they plan their any action. If they perform some action, they will write that which sustainable goal they are referring to, right? Means whether this is fulfilling the sustainable goal of that 4 or 5 or 2 or 3, that the action has to be like that. So that's what when we talk about the sustainable technology for the better planet, so we have to really, if we have set up a target of 2030, that we have to reach this sustainable goals, so 17 sustainable goals are there, we have to work on that. So can we make people aware of what are these 17 goals are and how they can contribute toward this, right? So that is very important. Unless until we make our people to aware all these about this sustainable technology, we know we have, they was talking about the pollution in the Faridabad, something like that. I was just worried about the way we have the electric vehicle. Other way I was talking about the hydrogen. Then you thought that whatever if we are using the electric vehicle, we are not just going for the pollution free, because it's not a pollution free, because all these electricity is being produced with a lot of pollution, right? We have the thermal plants and other plants which are working on it. They are producing this. So best, what could be the best? What is the future? The future may be in the hydrogen. With the hydrogen, when you hydrogen, I remember I just recall that, the company has made not only this hydrogen fuel cells, but they have also made the hydrogen combustion engines. Right? The combustion engines are also made. Right? The people are progressing, and it's not that they have just produced the cars and the buses for the hydrogen, but they are also trying to make the ship-like engine through the hydrogen. The world is progressing toward that. So we have to really think that how our scientists in this country, grow in that direction, that we can really make this change. That is where the innovations are important, and I believe that no country economy is being run with the money. No, it's not being run by money. It's being run just by the innovations. Right? The one innovation, for example, if we look at, for example, maybe you have the Apple phone in your hand or whatever, the computer which is talk about the Microsoft or something, the richest person of the world. They have made this innovation happen, and that innovation can one innovation in the country can run the one country. Right? So that is the way. So I say the innovations are not, I will say, costly. It is it is just investment. You just investment one, then one innovation can cover up all the whatever you have invented in, whatever invested in, right? So it is time that we have to really think that how our the technologists understand that what is actually they are leading to, whatever the sustainable goals they are referring to, and they should also see that how they become more innovative. I always say that to students to make them innovative. Right? Innovative, when we say that they have to be innovative, they have to have to think differently. They have to think out of the box, right? So our teachers really have to make them to really think out of the box. That will be possible if you give them the free time, free thinking time, and so things like that. And the possibility of activities and things like the investment and so on. Right? So it's obvious that we can create a proper, I will say, we give environment for creating creativity and innovation, and that can be directed toward the sustainable technologies, and obviously this I was just recalling that we can also use our have our Indian knowledge system. We have an Indian knowledge system. We our system was there are many things in our scientific things that where you can find out that what our ancestors used to do, and what was not there, and then what was there. Then you can really, if you try to combine your our Indian knowledge system, and maybe we can give something better out of that, because everything we had earlier we talking about was sustainable or something like. But now we reuse that ideas. And first of all, we have to really learn about it. So we should also see that how our the old system was working, and how the old system could produce better. At least we'll say that we are not able to produce that much of carbon or so. So with these words, I once again congratulate the JC Bose University for organizing such a wonderful conference, and obviously its convener, Professor Vikram and Professor Naveen Kumar, and for they have taken a lot of pain for organizing this event. And we have our foreign guests from the country like Thailand, USA, and South Africa. We could listen to them, and we have a various keynote speaker, and those will be talking about the various aspects of this uh, conference, and also the workshop. So with these words, I welcome all of you, and I wish the success of the conference. I thank all of you for and the organizing committee for inviting me to be part of this conference. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Now, a significant moment awaits us as we release souvenir code ISFT and STBP 2024. I request all the dignitaries to join us on the stage for releasing of souvenir. On the stage.
फिर बहुत रह रही है आप Doctor, you can go representing us. It's too many people on the crowd. Bem, sabe? Vai embora.
कितनी बार
क्या ये
वो क्या कोई
क्रॉस कौन
दो बार
We express a sincere appreciation and gratitude to our esteemed guests who joined us today. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Sushil Kumar Thomas sir, to present a memento to Professor Tankeshwar Kumar sir. Sir, please.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Atul Mishra, Chairman, Department of Computer Engineering, to honor Mr. Kamaljeet Jama.
मैं तो वीडियो में अयोध्या वो दिन दुर्गा मंदिर
Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Poonam Singhal, ma'am, Dean Faculty of Liberal Arts and Media Studies, to kindly join on stage and present a memento to our Vice Chancellor. I guess she's.
I have HDMI, HDMI.
Thank you so much. To extend our heartfelt gratitude, I invite Professor Manish Vishisht, Chief Organizing Secretary of ISFT, to propose the vote of thanks. Sir, please.
Good afternoon. I feel honored to express gratitude to all those who have directly or indirectly contributed to make this inaugural event a success. I express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor S.K. Tomar sir, for believing in us, supporting us and motivating us. A word of special thanks also due to Registrar of University, Dr. Meher Sharma, for providing all logistic support. I am thankful to all our esteemed dignitaries, our chief guest, Professor Tankeshwar Kumar sir, Vice Chancellor Central University, Mahendragarh, Haryana, and our guest of honor, Mr. Kamalji Java, MD Tech Industry, who have spared their time despite their hectic schedule. I am also adapted to our keynote speaker, Professor Shrikant, Professor Varuni, and Mr. Kadeli, who have traveled across the border to contribute to this event. Things could not have been possible without the relentless support of our sportive alumnus, Mr. Sudev and Mr. Naveen Sood. A word of special mention is also due to Professor Naveen Kumar, ISFT mentor, for constantly guiding us to execute this event. This event would not have been complete without the persistent hard work of our members of organizing team. I am indeed grateful to whole organizing team. I am also obliged to all sponsors, delegates and whole media team for giving it a great coverage. A special thank is due to the convener ISFT Professor Vikram Singh, organizing secretary Dr. Rajiv Sahab, Dr. Renka Gupta and Dr. Rashmi Chavla. Last but not the least, I express my thanks to all the participants who have joined from all across the nation to attend this program. A big thank you to all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.